The next speaker has introduced a very engaging practice in the company. And he's going to tell us why making every employee CEO of the day is something that is essential for your business. All the way from Los Angeles, California, ladies and gentlemen, is the CEO of Vincent USA, talking about culture, Ville Houttu.
Sometimes revolutions happen where you least expect them. It's 2018, and we've just moved to our beautiful office in Irvine, California. Our business is doing extremely well. We've doubled our revenue year after year, while also winning notable awards for our culture and our client projects. I'm living the dream. I've made all the right calls, and without a doubt, no one knows how to pick better, high-quality furniture for our new office than me. You see, most software companies have those untidy beanbag chairs in their lounge, and I just don't get it. They're not only uncomfortable, but I also look stupid sitting in them, and so does everyone else. And imagine me, 2 meters tall guy trying to get up from one of those. No, thank you. In fact, I have a rule. No beanbag chairs in our office. Instead, I pick a nice black leather couch and a matching chair that I know everyone will love. One Tuesday morning, I'm going through my emails, nothing unusual, and then I see this email from John, who's one of our software engineers. It's a calendar invite to his annual performance review, but with a weird title. Promote John to CEO. But the guy has a lot of nerve thinking he can do my job. I mean, I don't think he wants to make $1 million. This is where it's your neck on the line. Plus, he's not a public speaker. It's scary up here. But what if I make him the CEO? Would I set him up for a failure, making him unliked in the organization, driving him to leave? We would lose a great programmer and just an awesome guy. Or worse, what if people like him more than me and want him to continue as the CEO? How would I explain that to my board of directors who would fire me? How would I explain that to my family? So, with this struggle in mind, I present the idea to my leadership team, and they are immediately on board. Almost. So, the stakes are high. And so is the opportunity. And I didn't leave my home in Finland and move to the States just to be afraid to try something new. I go back to my leadership team, I do my sweet talk, and we decide, we're gonna do it. We'll promote John to CEO for a day. A few days later, I tell John the good news. He starts laughing, thinking I'm joking. And I tell him, no. 4 weeks from now, as our CEO, you'll have unlimited budget to make one decision. And it can be anything, as long as it makes our workplace better. And I can tell he's gonna work hard to make a smart decision. 1 month later, the whole company is at our plaza, which is a wide open space in the middle of our office. John takes the stage and explains how it was difficult to come up with just one thing. The unlimited budget didn't make it any easier. In fact, made it much harder. Finally, he says, it's time for me, John, the CEO, to reveal my decision. And I'm not gonna lie, my heart is pounding when he continues. So here's what I've decided. I hereby declare that we are going to get beanbag chairs for a lounge. And before I realize what's going on, the entire floor is on their feet, clapping hands with standing ovation. And I managed to fake a few laughs myself, but inside, I feel that I'm disconnected with the real needs of my employees. I also realized that in that moment, we felt a whole new level of trust between John and I, because I trusted him with a big responsibility, and he trusted me not to judge his decision, even though it was clearly against my personal preference. And now, audience, I want to know what's your preference. People who like couch more than a beanbag, give me a hand. I can always trust business people. This. How about our virtual audience watching online? Go to the chat, type one word, couch, if you prefer a couch. However, if you prefer a beanbag, you know what to do. Beanbag to the chat, fire it up. And now I'm really curious. Who in the audience actually likes beanbags? Raise your hand now. No judgment. In fact, you know, Team Beanbag, you are in a good company because that decision 4 years ago transformed our culture. And ever since then, we've been selecting one employee each month to be CEO of the day. You know, in our global society, trust is one of the most valuable assets we have as a human race. And so often, employees are not treated with the respect and dignity they deserve. In the recent months, we've seen a tidal wave of people leaving their good-paying jobs. Why? Because they've had it. It's not that the people don't want to work. They just don't want to work for you if you don't trust them. And I have news for you. We're at the end of an era telling employees what to do. And here's what I mean by that. A recent survey by Willis Towers and Watson shows that almost half of all employed workers are looking for a new job. Another survey by Manpower shows that 69% of all companies are struggling to find workers. In the United States, US labor statistics and Gallup present almost identical data. What does it mean? Well, it means that people do want to work, and a lot of companies are hiring, but there's a mismatch between the two. Because instead of just dollars and cents, people are now looking for a culture that fits. Now, how do you build that culture? You don't. You let your employees build it. And here's how it works. Every month, we select one employee to be CEO of the day. They will have unlimited budget to make one decision to improve our workplace. Whatever the CEO decides, we all will live with. We encourage discussion among colleagues, but I do not weigh in. The CEO will reveal his decision in our monthly meeting, and after that, select the next CEO of the day. All employees will get their turn, but nobody gets to go twice. That's it. These are our guidelines. And whether you lead a team, group, or an entire organization, you can do the same thing. And by the way, people love John's original decision, and this very day, the beanbags are still in our office. But how about the other CEOs? What have they decided? Last December, Alicia, who works in our people operations, realized that the ongoing uncertainty in the world can make people feel stressed or overwhelmed. Thanks to her decision, all employees have access to mental health counseling, company paid. And almost all employees have signed up. John, who works in our Arizona team as a programmer, likes to work from home, but what he doesn't love is cleaning it. With his decision, our remote workers get cleaning services reimbursed up to $100 a month. You see, it's much nicer and more productive to work from home when it's clean. And thanks to many other employees who've been CEOs of the day, our office is well equipped with movie tickets, monthly massage, even a beer gag. Okay, 2 beer gags. And a company-paid Uber taking employees home after the beer tasting just in case we need it. These are all CEO of the day decisions. And I know what you're thinking. You think I'm crazy and this costs company a lot of money. Audience, give me a finger if you think I'm crazy. Well, not that finger. Thumbs up here and on the chat if you think I'm crazy. And this costs company a lot of extra. Let me tell you, it's not true. we haven't spent one single penny more that we would have otherwise spent on keeping our employees happy, healthy, and engaged. But the difference is, instead of spending the money on something we think they might need, we spend the money on something they've told us they need. Imagine having all your employees thinking of ways to improve the company. Employees who know it's going to be their turn to make one big lasting decision, and they're thinking, how can I make this company better? This is an organization-wide cultural shift where continuous improvement isn't just in the leaders' minds. Instead, it's something everyone's thinking about all the time. For a business owner, this is a game changer. For the employees, it creates a feeling of connection and camaraderie, and clients love it. Because happy employees result in happy clients. That's it. Let's talk about the numbers. Shall we? Yes. Nice. How does this shift result in business? Or the bottom line? CEO of the day has helped us grow from 0 revenue to over $10 million in only 5 years. Last year, Fast Company ranked us among top 50 best places to work for the innovators in the United States. And we also made it to the precious Inc. 5000 list of the fastest growing companies in the US. And I'm not telling this to brag, because you can do the same thing. Choose your first CEO of the day. Define an area of your business you want to improve. Set a date for your first announcement, and get ready for a company-wide standing ovation. We are at the end of an era telling employees what to do. I have a challenge for you. Join the revolution of companies making employees CEOs of the day and trusting them to build a culture that fits. Because when you do, you will see that by trusting your employees, you will earn their trust and loyalty in return. And with employees like that, there's no stopping where your business can go. Welcome to the new era. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ville!
Thank you.
How many of you would like to fly with him back to LA and work for Vincent? How many of you? A lot of future CEOs in your company are in the audience. That's fantastic. Ville, we got a question. It's a formatting question about how you address and how you sell the CEO for a day. So this person is asking you, Ville, what does unlimited budget really mean? There must be some boundaries in place.
Well, yeah, that's a great question. Unlimited budget means exactly what it is. And here's the trick. When you trust your employees with unlimited budget, they trust you back. Not to harm the business, instead work on behalf of the business. Nobody, by the way, believe or feel like a CEO if they have $20 to spend or $100 to spend. It's got to be unlimited.
And I see unlimited benefits in your future for everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Give him a big hand. Way to go.
Thank you.